directs PM's CADD secretary to appear before court. The Chief Justice asked why can liver transplants not be held in government hospital of the capital given how it was the state's responsibility to provide the treatment facilities. Photo, Express Islamabad, with staffers of a cardiac center at a public hospital in the capital yet to receive their salaries despite clear instructions from the top court. An irate Chief Justice of Pakistan issues summons for secretaries of the Prime Minister and CADD. Unusual day at Supreme Court's Peshawar Registry. The apex court had taken suo moto notice of non-payment of salaries to employees at the Pakistan Institute of Medical Sciences (PIMS) Cardiac and Bone Marrow Center. At a previous hearing of the case, Chief Justice Saqib Nisar had directed the government to pay the staffers of these centers so that the centers keep on working optimally. On Monday, Capital Administration and Development Division (CADD) Additional Secretary Jamal Yusuf appeared before the court and said that they had discovered that staff of the center was taking money from patients. Moreover, they were also conducting their private practice at the center. CPNE thanks Supreme Court for revival of GOVT adds. Yusuf also pointed to how one of the surgeons at the center had been expelled on harassment charges, but the surgeon had resorted to accusing the staffers of leveling harassment allegations against him and subsequent expulsion despite being a permanent employee. However, the CJP stopped Yusuf, reminding the CADD official that the case was about payment of dues to staffers and asked him not to interfere in the hospital's matters. Dr. Mark Zahor and Dr. Faisal from the center explained to the court how they have been generating income for the government from the center, despite the fact that they have not been paid for the past 3 years. In this regard, they pointed out how the various shifts of the center had generated 84.16 million rupees in revenue from July 2015 to December 2017. They said that the morning shift had generated 37.57 million rupees while the evening shift had generated a whopping 46.59 million rupees during this time. To take 7 major cases today. The income, they said, had been deposited into PIMS accounts by patients visiting the center through proper receipts. Around 40% of the amount collected goes to the government while the remaining 60% goes to PIMS and is then further divided into different departments. A subsequent audit could not find any evidence of doctors or other staffers at the cardiac center directly receiving cash from patients, the doctors told the court as they refuted Yusuf's allegations. The Chief Justice then directed the CADD secretary and Prime Minister's secretary to appear before the court and explain why staffers working for 3 years have not been paid. Regarding the harassment case, a doctor told the court that an inquiry found cardiac surgeon Dr. Humayun Iqbal guilty of harassing a subordinate, postgraduate student. The case for his termination was subsequently referred to the syndicate of the medical university under which the PIMS was working at the time. However, the CADD additional secretary defended the surgeon. Justice Nisar, though, suggested that he can refer the case to the Federal Investigation Agency (FIA) for further investigations if the allegations were false. The CJ was also informed that most senior administrative cadre doctors have been appointed as permanent executive directors of the 2 main government hospitals. Liver transplant. The matter of non-functional liver transplant centers was also discussed during Monday's hearing. The Chief Justice asked why can liver transplants not be held in government hospital of the capital given how it was the state's responsibility to provide the treatment facilities. The complainant, Dr. Wakar, told the apex court that a liver transplant, even at the government-subsidized Shifa International Hospital (SIH), costs around 5 million rupees. Moreover, the liver transplant center at PIMS was not working. Over the past 2 years, Dr. Wakar claimed, as many as 150 transplants were conducted in the private hospital. Justice Nisar, though, observed that SIH is not a trust. Rather, he added, it is an expensive hospital. He further remarked that in the past 2 years, the government had paid 600 million rupees to the hospital for transplants. Justice Nisar was of the view that the government could have built a new center at a government hospital in the city for less than that. Meanwhile, PIMS' new executive director Amjad Mahmood told the court that skilled surgeons are required to carry out liver transplants. However, he pointed out that such surgeons have no desire to join the center on government salaries. On the other hand, he pointed out that the government was not ready to increase their packages to entice skilled surgeons. Published in the Express Tribune, April 24, 2018. Read more. Islamabad, latest Supreme Court.